We're back! I return! As you can see, I'm in Flight Simulator right now. I'm in an Airbus A321. I'm flying over Friday Harbour in Alaska, just the default location on Flight Simulator. I'm at 2,000 feet holding, as you can see, heading 340 degrees to the north, and I'm at 200 knots, but I have something else to show you in relation to some breaking news today. And the breaking news today is this. Moyes out! Yes! David Moyes is out of Manchester United. He's finally been sacked, having screwed the club over for the last 10 months. At first, what the fuck, Matthew? Fuck off, I've got a mic on so you can't say anything. Prick. Go away. Yes! 10 months ago, Fergie retired and the Empire collapsed rapidly. It's going to do what this plane is about to do in a minute. But never mind. I thought he was going to be the right man at first, but the first thing he did, as soon as he arrived, he sacked Ferguson's staff, sacked them all, told them all to fuck off, and brought his no-marks in from Everton. And hey-ho, 10 months later, we're in exactly the same position after the same number of games with the same number of points as Everton. Surprise, surprise. We'll just put some lights on here, the strobes. Anyway, we've been fucked. The club's ruined. We're in 7th place in the Premier League. Mathematically impossible for us to qualify for the Champions League. We're going to miss out on the Europa League place, but that has some beneficiaries that I'll come on to in a bit. But yeah, basically, we're screwed. We might not be screwed anymore though. I mean, people have said, you know, the players aren't good enough. They were good enough to win the league last season by 11 points in the face of some shit opposition like Man City and Chelsea last year. They still won the league by 11 points. They still finished comfortably above 4th placed Arsenal last year. Yeah, there is no excuse. The only thing that has changed at Manchester United is the manager and the methods and the chief executive. That's what's happened. The manager, the new manager, is central to the decline of the side, and that is what has happened. So yeah, it's ridiculous. He's finally gone. He's got some severance clause in his contract apparently for not finishing in the Champions League, so that means we ain't going to have to pay him 25 million quid for the last 5 years on his contract. I mean, we gave him a 6-year contract last summer with the expectation that he'd fill the boots. We thought this season might be a rough transitional, maybe finish 3rd or 4th in the league, but no, we finished 7th, lost 11 games, still 4 to play, 1 win against any of the top sides this season, and I'm not going to count Newcastle as a top side, so that leaves our 1-0 win over Arsenal in November as our only measly win. We won all those games last year under Fergie. We won at Anfield, won at Stamford Bridge, won at the Etihad. We drew with Arsenal at the Emirates last season because we'd already won the league at that point, so it didn't really matter, and it did to them because they had the Champions League to worry about. But having said that, this season we've lost it all. David Moyes, you spent £66 million on Mata, who's a quality player, Fellaini, who we thought was a quality player but actually he's just a tree, and Guillermo Varela, whoever the fuck that is, brought for £2 million last summer, not played a game, played in the reserves, never made a substitute appearance for the first team, but then again you don't expect him to because he's only 17. But what was the objective in that signing? Summer window was a farce. We brought one of the best, hang on, sorry, pardon me, one of the best attacking midfielders in the world in Mata. He's in the same bracket as David Silva, and we're playing him on the right wing. What, Matthew? Ah, yes, troll football. Thank you for that, Matthew. But the whole season's been a complete farce. There's been several poor results, but for me the worst result was Manchester United 1, West Bromwich Albion 2. We had some pretty scary, insipid losses against Man City and Liverpool at home, and some very, 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 very other poor results, but that was just the worst of the lot, losing at home to West Brom. But anyway, he's gone. Louis van Gaal is the front runner. The books are almost closed on that. That's how short the odds are. Jurgen Klopp's close behind, but I can't see him leaving Borussia Dortmund. He's signed a contract till 2018. Can't see Jose leaving Chelsea. I really can't. So yeah, that's it. It's going to be Louis van Gaal. Giggs is the interim manager till the end of the season, and that is my thoughts on the situation. Moyes out! This is the Moyes ship, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to it. Last season, David Moyes took over the ship, and what he did was immediately turn the powerful engines off of Sir Alex Ferguson. So I've just turned the engines off on this plane. It's silent. The Moyes out flight. And what I'm going to do is perform a landing in the sea. But then again, this is what David Moyes did to Manchester United. He came in, turned everything off that worked, and then crashed the whole thing into the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to execute an extremely sharp turn. I'm not flying with autopilot. There's not even any wind noise. That is scary. There is in here though. But yes, I'm going to demonstrate how to safely ditch an Airbus A321 on the sea. You want to get the nose up as high as you can without stalling, and this area of the aircraft, if this was to be happening in real life, you'd want this level area to hit the sea first before the engines, because the engines will act as giant scoops and snap the wings off, and that'll be it. Your plane will sink. Just going to execute a last speed killing turn, but I haven't got the altitude, so yeah, that's it. Moyes out, just skimming it along there. I'm playing silly buggers with this. This isn't how you'd normally fly a plane. You'd do it properly with the instrument flight rules on autopilot. I could save this plane if I wanted. We'd just flick the engines back on. That is it. Moyes out. The David Moyes plane has crashed. David Moyes' reign is over. The sorry 10-month reign is over. Thank goodness for that. Good bloody riddance. See you later. Goodbye.